Well, Michael Andretti celebrates in the winner's circle at the Bosch Spark Plug Grand Prix. IndyCar is completing a 200-mile run at Nazareth Speedway here today. Got some other guys had a pretty good run today. One of them, Al Unser Jr., Jack.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now, turn 2 got a little exciting on that last lap, but it came out good for you.
Yeah, I just, you know, I want to say hi to my kids out there. It was a rough day today, and it was tough. You know, I was fighting a loose car all day today. I couldn't get any power down at all coming off of corners all day. I tried different tires and just tried to work with it all day, and I just couldn't get anything out of it. And then I made the mistake not following Mikey into the pits when I was running second. That put me at the tail end of the pack again. And you know, Penske was calling a great race. If his driver would have only listened to him, we would have done a little bit better job. So,
well, he still came home in a podium finish, but the guy he beat out is with Gary Gerald.
Emerson Fittipaldi still manages a smile. I know one of the priorities was to be able to finish, and you were able to do that. But I know, Emerson, you would like to be on the podium. Did something go wrong with the race car in those final laps that you couldn't protect that position?
No, Gary, I was boxed by Hurt, and I couldn't go on the outside of Hurt. And both Greg Moore and Jr., they were able to run on the outside of turn 2. And that's when I lost the position. I was just boxed behind. At that time, my car was pushing too much, and I couldn't go on the outside. That's a shame, because I was running strong the whole day.
Good to see you back as a contender, though. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Paul?
Emerson Fittipaldi. Well, what's this do to the points as the crowd heads home to talk about this one? Jimmy Vasser is still managing to stay at the top of the points order. He's only been eclipsed once by Scott Pruitt, but now has a firm grip on it, followed by Junior, Pruitt, Moore, and here's the rest of the points order. So, Bobby, the battle still is an excellent fight in the championship. And in the Manufacturers' Championship, well, Honda's still on top, but today, well, that closed things up. Ford and Mercedes both had nice performance. Of course, Ford taking the win. In the Nations Cup, that's the United States. Looking very strong. You're going to get in a lot of trouble with that, Bobby. Still more to talk to and more to talk about from the Bosch Spark Plug Grand Prix. We'll be back.
"27 championships in 13 years, and we still look for ways to improve our truck after every race. When it comes to winning, nothing stands in our way.
It's equal parts, sweat and steel. It's decisions made in the split of a second. And pain endured for the length of a day. And at the finish, you're either toasting victory or getting set to do it all over again next week. It's auto racing, the way we do it, on the Miller team.
First, Goodyear revolutionized wet traction design with AquaTread. Now, Goodyear introduces new InfiniTread, the first tire with a lifetime tread life warranty. High-tensile steel belts and space-age molecular compounds make InfiniTread so durable, its tread is guaranteed for as long as you own your car. New all-season Goodyear InfiniTread. For traction, for tread life, for as long as you own your car. New Goodyear InfiniTread, the first tire with a lifetime tread life warranty. Call 1-800-GOODYEAR for a location near you.
With new spark plugs, you get improved performance for a while. But only Bosch Platinum has a pure platinum center electrode that's heat fused. So Bosch Platinum reaches its self-cleaning temperature faster for full engine power and improved fuel efficiency over a longer performance life. Which means you'll replace a lot of other things before you change your Bosch Platinums. Bosch Platinum, the ultimate spark plug.
It's all new. It's Superman like you've never seen him before. Really, trust us.
Oh, God.
I look like Mighty Mouse. And all new Lois and Clark, ABC Sunday.
There's some happy people here at Nazareth today. Don't forget, you enjoy your car racing Formula One, the Grand Prix of San Marino, next Sunday, 7:50 a.m. on ESPN2. And, of course, the NASCAR Save Mart 300 next Sunday as well on ESPN. That'll keep you up to speed on motorsports. Now, Bobby Rahal finishes in 6th place, Jackaroo.
And Paulie complained all day of just not enough grip. What does a driver do when you don't have enough grip?
Hang on. Yeah, no, it was not bad. Just we put an awful lot of laps on those tires the last run. We put almost 89 laps, I think, on them. And, you know, that's far more than you would run. And, I mean, that's probably taking them as far as you can. And, unfortunately, I just got blocked in traffic there right at the end. I think got behind Emerson a little too close. And I just lost the front end, and that's all Paul needed to get by me. But, you know, all in all, the car wasn't too bad. It was better than a lot of others, but, you know, unfortunately, just not quite good enough.
Had his hands full all day, Gary Gerald, but not quite as much as Paul Tracy had. He really had his hands full.
Yeah, Jack, you're absolutely right. And Paul, I know it's this has been an emotional roller coaster ride. We mentioned the fact that you lost an uncle earlier this week who passed away in England. You had that on your mind today. Then this incident in the pits. How difficult was it for you to regain focus after you saw one of your team members go down?
Well, it really was. It was a tough situation to do it. I came in, and I didn't think I was going too fast, but the tires were all blistered up, and I just couldn't stop, and I ended up hitting him, and then I was just, the look on his face was devastated me, and it broke a lot of my confidence during the middle of the race, and they didn't know how he was. And then later in the race, just before the last yellow, he came on the radio and said that he was all right, and he wanted me to kick some butt and get a good finish. So that got me motivated, you know, and it was tough because I was thinking about him a lot, hoping that he was all right, and then I was able to, you know, put on a bit of a charge. But the car was, after that, the car never really handled just right, but we were able to salvage a good finish for the Marlboro team.
Well, in fact, I wonder, you went 2 laps down, you got one of those back, you end up in 5th place, and you gained some very valuable points after it looked like it might be a totally bleak day.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look good after the first stop, but, you know, the crew guys rallied. We came in and did a stop after that, and, you know, they really worked hard, and everybody worked hard, but it wasn't our day, but hopefully at the US 500 it'll be ours.
Thank you, Paul. Let's check in now with Jack, who's with Christian Fittipaldi.
And Gary, kind of a marked contrast. Christian Fittipaldi here with just a couple of his crew members, while the rest of the Newman-Haas crew is celebrating his teammate Michael Andretti's victory. Christian, your impressions of short oval racing. I mean, how busy are you guys in the race car?
Well, we were quite busy today. It was very crowded, the race. Basically, almost all of the cars finished the race, so it was a big traffic jam out there. And it depends on how the car is. It makes your day shorter or longer. In my case, it made my day very long. We just blistered 2 tires during the run, 2 sets of tires, and I also got a black flag. People don't even know why, and they think they got my car mistaken for another car. So definitely it made my day very, very long today. Like, the car was just oversteering since lap 20, lap 30. And I'm happy for the team. I'm happy for Michael, and hopefully it's going to be better in Michigan.
That's what he's looking forward to, the next stop for these cars and stars.
All right, here are the unofficial results of the Bosch Spark Plug Grand Prix. We don't expect any protest to change this. Michael Andretti taking the win. Greg Moore's best career finish. Emo's best finish since he won here a year ago. Well, for Vassar, for Pruitt, for Al Unser Jr., they've all finished in the points in all 5 races this season. Jimmy Vassar remains the points leader. And it's the first win for Goodyear tires this year. So those people in the engine and chassis and tire department may in fact have started a little behind. Seems like they've caught up here at the Bosch Spark Plug Grand Prix. Of course, the track has something to do with it. Well, they continue the celebrations down in the winner's circle here as the drivers climb to the podium. There's all 26 of the starters and how they finished. And here's Gary.
Jimmy Vassar is standing alongside, and Jimmy, you go out of this with still a 20-point lead in the championship, but I know compared to the emotions you felt in 3 of the preceding 4 events, this got to be a little bit of a downer today in a 7th place finish.
Well, you know, that's racing. You have tremendous highs and you have some lows, but you know, we did the best we could today. The whole Target Chip Ganassi team, you know, we never gave up. We had a car that wasn't, we didn't have our car working as good as we should have or could have, but you know, we finished 7th. This is a very difficult race, as you can tell, with the traffic and all that. And you know, it's important that we did finish though and get what we could. And We've been doing a lot of testing, getting ready for the US 500 next month in Michigan, and looking forward to going there and continuing on with the season.
A lot of people said that the Honda horsepower advantage wasn't a factor at this racetrack. Will it be a major factor at Michigan?
Well, I mean, there's so many factors in racing. It's engine, it's tires, it's great teamwork, you know, and you got to give credit to all the guys on the Target Chip Ganassi team and all the other teams. I mean, look at the congratulations to Michael Andretti. They did a great job, and there's just so many factors in racing, and you can't pinpoint one ingredient. You can't give a driver all the credit for a win or a loss. So it's a team sport.
No easy days in this sport. Good job.
Thank you.
Paul?
You know, victories are coming in many different ways. For example, for Jeff Krosnoff, finished his first IndyCar race, first one for Toyota, and finished in 18th position. Now, coming up next, we'll take a look at some of the highlights of the race today, and Bobby Unser will have a final comment.
This is the Texaco Havoline stock car, and this is the Texaco Havoline Indy car. And while these cars run on special fuels, we figured it was still a good way to remind you that Texaco Clean System 3 gasolines give your car unsurpassed performance. And Texaco Havoline Formula 3 motor oil and Texaco antifreeze coolant provide complete protection. But if we really wanted you to remember our name, maybe we should have sponsored something slower.
Add more life to your car. Take it to the start.
We'd like to take a few seconds to show you something you don't see very often. Mechanics working on a Honda.
The Bosch Spark Plug Grand Prix. Brought to you by the Miller Brewing Company, proud sponsor of the Miller Racing Team. We race for beer. Honda, who offers an impressive family of cars, sport utility vehicles, and minivans. Texaco Havoline Formula 3 motor oil controls volatility and fights vaporization. And Bosch Platinum, the ultimate spark plug.
Well, Nazareth Speedway and the Bosch Spark Plug Grand Prix did it once again. A whirlwind of a race. Michael Andretti takes win number 2.
From my way of thinking, it was a very exciting race. I think everybody thought that was here. It was a driver's race, and I think that's what the fans and the people on television want to see.
You know, a nice time of year to come to this area of the country, the Lehigh Valley and everything. Look at all the beautiful blooms on the trees, nice rolling hills. Nice crisp day. We've been at beaches for the first 4 races, and now it's a little bit crisper. Well, Michael Andretti has taken the victory, and Greg Moore proved once again just how truly skillful he is as he carved up through the field and finished in 2nd place. Important to note, though, that Al Unser Jr. and Team Penske very much in the fight as Penske cars, chassis finished 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And Bobby Rahal's feeling pretty racy as he comes home in 6th place, followed by the points leader, Jimmy Vasser, who remains in the lead of the points. So we've had another great weekend with the Indy cars, this time at Nazareth Speedway. So as we leave you, let's take a look back at this weekend past.